Lesson number 14, Algebra, Volume 2, Logarithmic Function and Logarithm. Application number 56, determine the value of x for which the function makes sense. Fx equal logarithm base 3, 2 minus 6. 2 minus 6 major 0, multiply minus 1, x minus 2 less 0, x less 2, x belong minus infinite 2. Solution that is the domain of definition of logarithmic function. Note fx equal logarithm in base a hx major 0 condition for the existence of logarithmic function. Application number 57. Determine the value of x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm in base 3 4 minus x power 2. Condition for existence of logarithm function is 4 minus x power 2 major 0 multiply minus 1 x power 2 minus 4 less 0 x power 2 x power 2 minus 2 equals 0 in point minus 2 2 0 0 limit minus infinity infinite limit infinite infinite plus minus plus graphic the graphic for fx equal x power 2 minus x power 2 minus 4, gx equal x power 2 minus 4. It make graph function graph function gx equal x power 2 minus 4 intersect to x, y equal 0 the equation axis to x, 0 equal x power 2 minus 4 equal 0, x minus 2 multiply x at 2 equal 0, x minus 2 equal 0, root 1 equal 2, point a coordinate 2 0, x at 2 equal 0, x2 equal root minus 2, b coordinate minus 2 2. Point intersect function gx axis x, a and b. Graph function gx equal x power 2 minus 4 intersect y axis y, x equal 0 the equation axis y, g x equal x power 2 minus 4 x equal 0, g 0 equal 0 power 2 minus 4 equal minus 4. Result point intersects c coordinate 0 minus 4. Limit minus infinite x power 2 minus 4 equal minus infinite power 2 minus 4 equal infinite. Limit x tend infinite x power 2 minus 4 x of infinite power 2 minus 4 equal infinite. Result em and 2 point plus point infinite. The chart and table function variation is z as gx less 0 x power 2 minus 4 less 0 x belong minus 2 2. Solution that is the domain of definition of logarithmic function. Application number 58. Determine the value x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm base 1 divided 6, 6 minus x power 2. Condition for existence of logarithm function 6 minus x power 2 major 0. Multiply minus 1 x power 2 minus 6 less 0. table number 2, x power x power 2 minus 6 equals 0 in point minus 6 radical 6 minus radical 6 radical 6 limit minus infinity infinite limit infinity infinite sign plus minus plus x power 2 minus 6 less 0 x belong minus radical 6 solution. That is the domain definition of logarithmic function. Application number 59, determine value of x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm in base for x power from x power 2 at x minus 6. Condition for existence of logarithm function x power 2 at 6 at x minus 6 major 0. X power 2 at 6 minus 6 equals 0. Root x1 2 equal minus 1 plus minus radical 1 at 24 divided 2 equal minus 1 plus minus radical 25 divided 2 equal x1 equal 2x2 equal minus 3. X power 2 at x minus 6 equal x minus 2 multiply x at 2. Check. Table number 3. Write x minus 2, x at 3, x minus 2 equals 0 for x equal 2, x at 3 equals 0 for x minus 3, limit minus infinity minus infinity, limit infinity infinity, limit minus infinity minus infinity, product sign 0, minus minus plus, minus plus minus, plus plus plus. Expression x power 2 at x minus 6 positive major 0 for x belong minus infinity minus 3 united to infinite. Solution. That is the domain of definition of logarithmic function. Application number 60. Determine the value of x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm in base 14 from minus x power 2 at 5 multiply x minus 2. Condition for existence of logarithmic function minus 6 power 2 at 5 multiply x minus 2 less major 0 multiply minus 1 x power 2 at minus 5 multiply x at 2 less 0 x power 2 minus 5 multiply x at 2 equals 0 x 1 2 root equal 5 plus minus radical 25 minus I divided 2 equal 5 plus minus radical 17 divided 2 x1 equal 5 at radical 7 divided 17 divided 2 x2 equal 5 minus radical 17 divided 2 1 multiply x power 2 minus 5 multiply x at 2 equal 1 multiply x minus x1 multiply x minus x2 equal x minus 5 at radical 17 divided 2 multiply x at minus 5 minus radical 70 divided 2 x table number 4 x power 2 minus 5 multiply x at 2 5 minus radical 70 divided 2 5 at radical 70 divided 2 0 0 limit minus infinity infinite limit infinity infinite plus minus plus x power 2 minus 5 multiply x at 2 less 0 for x belong 5 minus radical 70 divided 2 5 at radical 70 divided 2. Solution. That is the domain of definition of logarithmic function. Application number 61. Determine the value of x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm in base 7 from x power 2 minus 6 at 1. Condition for existence of logarithm function x power 2 minus 6 at 1 major 0. X power 2 minus 6 at 1 equals 0 x1 2 root equal 1 plus minus radical 1 minus 4 divided 2 so x1 2 belong complex set complex number. Table number 5 limit minus infinity 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 infinite x power 2 minus 6 at 1 positive so x power 2 minus 6 at 1 major 0 any x belong set real number real number x belong real number. Solution. That is domain of definition of logarithmic function. Application number 62. Determine the value of x for which the function makes sense. Fx logarithm base 6 logarithm from logarithm base 2x. Condition for existence of logarithmic function: x major 0 logarithm in base 2x major 0, x major 0, x major 1, x major 1, x belong 1 infinite. Solution that is a domain definition of logarithm function. Application number 63. Determine the value x for which the function makes sense. Logarithm in base 1 divided 2 logarithm in base 4x. Condition for existence of logarithmic function: x major 0 logarithm in base 4x major 0, x major 1, x major 1, x belong 1 infinite. Solution that is the domain definition of logarithmic function. Note: fx equal logarithm in base a from x, x major 0, a major 1. Graph function fx logarithm in base ax intersect with x, y equal 0, the equation axis with x. Fx logarithm base ax logarithm in base ax equal 0, x equal a power 0 equal 1. Result point a 1 0. Limit x tend limit right in point x equal 0. Limit x tend 0. X major 0 fx equal logarithm base a 0 equal minus infinite, 0 equal a minus infinite equal 1, a infinite equal 1 infinite equal 0. Result point infinite n 0 minus infinite. Limit x tend infinite fx logarithm base a infinite equal infinite, infinite equal a infinite. Result point m infinite infinite. Function is strictly increasing on the domain definition. Application number 64. Determine the value x for which the function makes sense. Fx equal logarithm in base 1 divided 6 from logarithm in base 1 divided 8x. Condition for the existence of logarithmic function: x major 0 logarithm base 1 divided 8x major 0, x major 0, x less 1. The function gx logarithm base 1 divided 8x is decreasing. X belong 0 1. Solution that the domain definition of logarithm function. Note: logarithm in base ax x major 0, a belong 0 1. Function decreasing. Graph function fx logarithm by base ax intersect with x, y equal 0, the equation axis with x. Logarithm base ax equal 0, x equal a 0. Result point 1 0. Limit right 0 in point 0. Limit x tend 0. X major 0 fx logarithm base 0 equal infinite, 0 equal a infinite equal 0. Result point n 0 infinite. Limit x tend infinite. Logarithm base infinite equal minus infinite, infinite equal a minus infinite, 1 divided a infinite equal 1 divided 0 equal infinite. Result point m infinite minus infinite. The function is decreasing in the domain definition.